I've just come over the ferry. Cars have to stop at the barrier to pay. I paid on the other side. Right, let you get out of the way. And away we go. Do you know what? It's supposed to be lovely and sunny today. I've just got off the ferry and look what's in front of us. Oh my god, that is looking dull. Now, hopefully it's just stuck to the top of the hills there. I don't know why I've done this to myself, I'll be honest. Last week I had a ride up Bull Barrow, didn't I? And that's over 3,000 feet of climbing. But most of it comes in one go and at 4 or 5%. So, not horrendous. Unfortunately today, it's only about 2,800 feet of climbing, but it will come in many hills of about 15%. So even though it's less vertical, yeah, I'm certainly a bit more concerned about today. Oh dear, why have I done this? I'm heading west, so into the wind. It's not that much wind today actually, it's much better than it has been. It's a bit, you can feel the breeze, but yeah, it seems to have calmed down a bit compared to the last, well, month really. Every other day or every few days in a row it felt like there was a storm. Trees swishing about all over the place. But yeah, I don't feel like that today. It's just a bit of a breeze. Hopefully that's good. We'll see how it is. A lot of the uphill is going to be into the wind, but like I say, it's just a breeze. I'm going to be in the bottom gear, you know, between 4 and 5 miles an hour probably, which is sort of, you know, my maximum speed up hills at the minute. And if the rain stays away, that's even better. I suppose the first big one is from Studland up to the golf course. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the big one. But actually, once you're over the golf course, all the other uphills tend to be following a downhill. So yeah, if you can get the speed up, they're not so bad. And then the last little bit into Corfe is downhill. There you go. Oh, I think it was an e-bike. I thought I saw a battery slung underneath. So there you go. Recumbent tricycle e-bike. Now if things work out okay, or if I decide to do the full loop, it could work out at about 63 miles. Depends how I feel. I'll see how I feel when I get to Bere Regis, because I can shorten the loop there, or I can just go straight across Milborne, St Andrew, up through Milton Abbas, and then back through Blandford. We'll see, we'll see. Here I am, heading out of Studland village. I'm in 1.5 already. That's heart rate. Oh, I haven't got it on this screen. Probably better don't look anyway. It's 4 lights. There you go, 1.4. And this bit's not too bad. It's the bit up to the golf course. It's all in red. Gets to about 15%, I think. It's one of those that you just know that every turn of the pedals is one turn closer to the top. You know? Almost certainly be in 1-1. In fact, I'll make a point of it. Of course, I could take the downhill to Swanage, but that's not what it's about today. There we go. Bit of neck. Currently 8%. There it is. I think I'm going to have to take my hat off. Obviously I'll wait till I get to the top, but yeah, it's turned out warmer than I expected. So 7% here, not too bad. But you can see the bend in the road, I'm sure, as it ramps up. That's it. 1-1. Ten. Don't look at the gradient. Look down at the road. $11, 12. Don't look at the gradient. Red. 13. Yep. How are we doing? Heart rate 160. But okay. Legs feel fine. It's just the breathing. And this is what I'm trying to change. I'm still strong, just not fit at the moment. Right, start adding some gears back in. Big ring, and here we go. Yeah, only 3% now. No problem. %, flattening off. 1%. There we go. Heart rate's already coming down. Yeah, down to 150 now. And away we go. Nothing behind me, thankfully. And here's the golf course. So down to 140 now on the heart rate, 141. So recovery's good. Which is nice to see. Just the wind to deal with now. It's a lot windier up here than it was. Air's cooler as well. But fast downhill in a minute. Alright, car catching me up. Can't overtake here though. So I'll hold the lane for a minute. Right, well done, all good. I mean, slightly blind overtake, but they got on with it. .40 miles an hour. Nothing behind me. Straight in the corner. Now this is where the weight problem hits, because even though I'm doing over 30, I'm doing 10 by the time I get to that corner. Yeah, don't put on weight, everybody. It's an absolute killer in lots of ways. What am I in? 2.6. Struggling to get up the hill. Ridiculous, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to deal with. Hopefully it won't stay that way for long. Car staying behind me. This one's a bit more manageable. It's only 6%. Impatient car drivers. Oh, they only wanted to get to there. Bumps. A little bit more careful on this one. Stay wide as much as you can. A lot of bumps on the inside. Again, staying wide. Gets a bit rough on the near side there. And there. But it's mostly downhill, so I'm doing way more than enough not to hold people up. Over 30 miles an hour. Slight uphill here, but not for long. Nothing behind me. And that's it. All downhill to Corfe from here. Again, if you can, stay out. It's rough on the near side. I did forget about this little rise actually. But it's only short. That's it, go on. Top gear again. Right, sharp corner, beware, but you can accelerate out, stay away from the edge, stay in the middle. So many bumps on this corner, but straight into a downhill again. Just great fun, that road. Once I've lost a few more kilograms, hopefully it'll be even more fun. Yeah, just keep looking ahead. Road surface is not great, but honestly, nobody should be trying to overtake you down through there. Right, okay. Corfe Castle up above. Okay. right then left. I'm going to take my hat off, clean the glasses, and then we'll be on our way again. Alright, a bit more uphill. I thought I'd save you the pain, do it for you. And we'll work our way across the Creech. It's just a bit rolly across this bit. The initial hill out of Corfe is about 9% in places, but more like 6 for most of it. And like I say, this bit is more rolly than anything else. Again, variable road surface. Even though it's nice to look around at the views, it's always best to keep looking forwards as much as you can. Up we go. Well, you see that ridge in front of us? That's where we're going. And I know the camera makes that look miles away. It's very close. So let's get ready for some up. I just remembered, we're not actually going up Creech today. Well, I was going to go to Lulworth, but I changed my mind. We're going to go along here to well, we're going to do it as a descent, but a climb that I hope was named in jest as Alpe d'Huez. Let's just say this has 20 less hairpins. I would just like to point out it's no easier going this way. I'll tell you what, this feels steeper than the one up to the golf course. It is actually 16. Car back. Let's get out of the way. Go on, you can see from there, surely. Well done. Whew. that's easier. Still 12. So on the gravel bikes, we would come tearing down that hill from Grange Arch and then straight across at the bottom here and up the other side. But today, we're going down there. Always gritty on the corner. With of course being a hairpin, you can look down the road to see if there's anything coming up and cut the corner if you need to. Actually on this side of the hill there's actually dew and frost. It is chilly down here, I'll tell you. Sun's just getting over the top. And there you go. That was the hairpin of Alpe d'Huez. Oh dear. Well, I don't want to get involved in wear and bypass at all, so let's go this way. I mean, it's horrible, but let's go this way. Again, rolly, steep in places, but beautiful. Bird song, it's just everything about it's nice. Tea rooms. Yeah, a bit early. We might stop at Milton Abbas, we'll see. If I get that far. Fantastic view from up here. Spectacular road as well, really. If the surface was a bit better and it was wide enough that you're not worried about cars coming around the corner, it would be superb. But as cyclists, we make the best of what we've got, and that is something else. That little bit of road with that view and that chicane through the trees there, really nice. Holes everywhere. But a little bit of what is semi-main road. It's the road we would have come down from Creech if we'd gone to the top. But this time of year, it's not too bad. In the summer, yeah, it's a bit mental. Okay, follow that van. There we go. Bit of speed. Nothing wrong with a bit of speed. On a quiet road and a straight line. A few little rollers, but almost certainly wind assisted today. Right, so we are heading out to Wool. And there we've got decisions. Almost into Wool. And then, do we go Bovington? Or do we go straight up to Bere Regis, Bloxworth, or Milborne Port and Milton Abbas? Who knows? Who knows? One thing I will be doing is having a piece of flapjack. And even though the scales haven't been moving too much recently, cycling in the drops is definitely easier. It's less stomach interference. So that's a good thing. Let's go and not damage the bridge to make sure we don't get transported forever. And I might have a bit of flapjack and a drink. Why not? Right, a piece of flapjack and some water. Chaz has been telling me about electrolytes. Says I should probably have electrolytes in the water. So yeah, I've been chucking some salt in, some lemon juice, and today I chucked in some cubes of cucumber, just for the fun of it, with just water, no cordial or mix or anything else. All natural ingredients. It seems to be, yeah, the way things are at the moment, all natural ingredients, nothing out of a packet, and bloody hell, it seems to work. There is a car behind me. I have to wait for him to go by. That's all right, big wide road. Cars are way off yet. So yeah, this is the road up through Bovington Camp, where the tank museum is. Apparently it's the biggest day out, which is quite a good play on words, isn't it? Yeah, big collection of tanks. I think it's a sort of world-renowned centre for knowledge and maintenance as well. Yeah, they've rebuilt some stuff. Many years since I've been, actually. I must go again. Yeah, so we're sort of skirting through the ranges at the moment. We've got the bombing range, if you like, the target range to our left, and to our right we've got the ranges where the tanks practice, test, that sort of thing. So there is quite a lot of the area here that you can't go in, but it's still got roads and gravel trails and stuff like that round the edge that you can use, so it's still a good area for cycling. Right, we're going to do a right turn here, and then it is pretty much uphill all the way. It's like a big control tower building up there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, they can see everything that's going on. I don't know if it's tall enough to see across the training grounds as well. I wouldn't have thought so, but yeah, they have their lookouts and their, you know, places where the officers can stand with their sticks tucked under their armpits. Going, oh yes, very good, very good, very good. Who's that one there? I want to see him afterwards. That's not how we conduct ourselves. Oh, I don't know if the army's like that anymore. Because of course, once upon a time, whether you're an officer or not had more to do with your class, let's say, than it did brains and ability. And that's why there has been some horrific mistakes, military mistakes over the years, I feel. Yeah, in different countries. There we go. Such is life. Let's hope that sort of thing is been trained out of them now, and the right people are in the right jobs because they have the right mindset, mentality and intelligence. Right. Not too steep through here, but for a big chap like me, yeah, not very quick. Now I need to turn right here, but gotta be so careful. It's long and straight and people try and overtake you, even if you're in the road like this and arm out. There's nothing behind me, so, but they can come up on you quick because they come down here at a hell of a rate. And then of course you can't see forwards until the last minute. So yeah, I've got to be a little bit careful with that one. Let's not talk about when they close past you on the near side. Yeah, it doesn't matter which side you are. Oh! Yeah, close pass is a close pass. Ow! Well, the wheel didn't disintegrate, so no funny noises. It's not even wobbling. Look at that. Bloody unbelievable, isn't it? These carbon fibre wheels, they do take some punishment, don't they? It's unbelievable. All spokes intact. I'm looking at the rim against the, yeah, against the chainstays. Not even a wobble. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. a bit, isn't it, on the road there, a bit slimy, so take it easy. Woo! Another lovely little Dorset village, Bryant's Puddle. Yeah, you probably won't have seen these roads on the videos before, because we join them at different places, or you can join them at different places. But we don't usually come along here. And right, we're going to climb up to Bere Regis, or up to the A35. This is like the back way in, if you like. We're going to go to Shitterton. No sniggering at the back, please. Yes, believe it or not, there's a place called Shitterton. And they own it. Great big stone at the side of the road, with a carving in it. Shitterton. I'm getting away with it because I'm lighter, but I really don't have much energy, it has to be said. I don't usually feel like this. Whew. There we go. Up to the A35, and then we're going across to Milborne, St Andrew and Milton Abbas, and then it's downhill to Blandford, Wimborne and home. Get in there. Okay. Yeah. This'll do. Okay, car back, car front. That can happen along here, and there are passing places. It's not very wide at all. Right, careful. Okay. One, two, three. Stay tight. And 4, 5. Come on. Jesus, I'm fat. And of course it's gradually all uphill from here. No flat bits, just a very gradual climb that gets steep at the end. am going to let him go past because he'll piss off the car in front. I should be narrow enough to get through next to a micro. What do you think? I would say so. And the micro certainly thinks so. And they're being cautious, so that's absolutely brilliant. Transporter can't be trusted, so I am going to pull in. It's funny, isn't it? Different cars, you feel different types of drivers. Right, because we've had to slow down, let's get in the small ring instead of cross chaining and continue our climb. Right, national speed limit. So that's 60 miles an hour through here. Nobody does 60 miles an hour through here, I think. It's narrow enough and there's enough sort of blind corners, obstacles, gateways that most drivers would approach this with some caution. But it is a national speed limit, so there you go. You can see, or hopefully you can see, it's starting to ramp up now. We've just got the yellow creeping into the right hand side of the screen, and then it'll get steeper again. It's turned out to be a really hot day actually. I've only got a single layer on. I put my raincoat in because it was dull this morning, and certainly over the Isle of Purbeck it was really cloudy over the ridges, but it's turned out to be lovely, bright and hot up here in the countryside of Dorset, so I'm suffering a little bit, but not really from the ride, just from the heat. But I can't see any problem with the tyre or the wheel where I hit that cattle grid. I mean, it must have bottomed out, must have done, hit it so hard. Definitely hit something there, as you can probably see if I put it in the shade. Yeah, two quite deep cuts. I'll have to check on those when I get back. No, I don't think I'll be buying a new tyre. Let's still tread on this one. I'll just patch it from the inside, and that should remind me to do the gravel bike as well, shouldn't it? And then yeah, both bikes will be good to go again. That said, the funny thing is that that tyre sort of split again and started going down at the beginning of the last ride, on the gravel ride. But yeah, that second plug just sorted it out, and there's me thinking, oh, it's going to go down, it's going to go down. Within 10 minutes I've forgotten all about it. So yeah, lucky that day, but I will get it fixed. And here we are. Milton Abbas. And do you see what I mean? Just a fantastic place, ruined by cars. You don't get these on the postcard. Morning. Oh yeah, it is still morning. How's he doing? Come on. Do your thing, mate. Do your thing. I think the phrase is, he's done that before. Yeah, nicely done, sir. Lined up with the gateway perfectly. Not easy with a small trailer. Small trailers are much harder than large trailers. Oh, must be a car behind me. He's not going. Yeah. So when you reverse a trailer, big trailers are much easier to handle. Small trailers, well, it's like a short wheelbase vehicle really. They turn very quickly. Yeah. So he's done well there. He's done well. Pubs for sale. I guess everybody ordered in from Tesco delivery and stayed at home. I think you can see where this is going. And you think, yeah, I'm nearly at the top until you go around this corner. And then all of a sudden you're not. So I shot across the top there on the last ride. Purposely missing this out. I could have gone down the other way and around here, but that seemed unnecessarily painful. We're on 10%. I'm in 1-1. This is it. I'm not on my gravel bike. So I've got full gearing. Much rather be going that way. Yeah, so 36-32 it is. Not good gearing for a big lad, but it doesn't last too long. Of course, my gravel bike 32-34, which is much better. Well, the Wahoo hasn't switched off yet. It usually does up here. Nearly there. There we go. 15%. Coming down now. 12, nothing back. Whee! And it gets easier. Start adding in some gears. I mean, not much easier. Still on 6. It's just by comparison. It's easier. That's better. Heart rate 160 odd. Coming down. Bit of climbing yet to do, obviously, but all quite manageable now. There we go. Feeling normal again. Right, I'm not going to go the full barrow descent. We're going to pick it up about halfway down. Nice. Terrible road surface, but nice and flat again, in the shade, cooler breeze. That's better. There we go, back up to 20 miles an hour. And down to Blandford, we'll go to Reeve the Baker, have a cup of tea, and then Shapwick, Wimborne and home. Yeah, about 63 miles. Well, according to Commute, but what does Commute know? Nothing really. It's always wrong. It's the road surface you got to be careful of along here. Everything's fine, it's just the road surface. Right, is he waiting for one to come up or just sticking out? No, just sticking out. No reverse lights. Yeah, look ahead at the road surface. Bit of bum rest on the downhill. Okay, we'll If you're going to go in the wide bit, please go in the wide bit. Over the bumps, good. Well done, mate. Right, let's go wide. Yeah, all clear. Hey! I might take a link out of my chain. It's the right length, but it does flop about a bit. I mean, I try and have it as loose as possible. There we go. The brake's saying, "What have you done to me?" That's all right, it's cooled down again now. Winterbourne Stickland. More thatched cottages. This really is how tranquil and peaceful Dorset is. It really is. Hey! Here we go. Flat across the top. Don't know what the wind will be. Should be slightly behind from the right. Then big long descent. Do you know, there's been a few times they're really stuck with me on bike rides. I think when it comes to other people, John Reed did the off-road climb up to Creech, just immense. Then there was Ben, powered his way to the top of Gold Hill in Shaftesbury. And then there was Julie. Julie and I absolutely smashed it along here one time. Flew past the group, a couple of them jumped on and absolutely smashed it. We hit that downhill and oh, it was just epic. Julie stayed with me in the draft. Oh, just brilliant it was. And it's those moments that stick in your mind. And for me that was 3. Car behind, no. That was 3 that always stay with me. I think the John Reed one, it was just the skill. It was one of those climbs that I always felt I could do. It was just grip on the corner. Well, he was like a mountain goat that day and he just hung on to the grip, kept pedaling, made it to the top. Absolutely epic. And then Ben, I think he was flagging. There was like 40 feet to go and it dips and it really ramps up and he just put everything into it, powered to the top. I've got that on video. Amazing. He's not doing so well at the minute, so our best wishes are with you, Ben, they really are. But it just sticks in my mind, that look on his face, the determination and the power. And Judy followed me all the way along here, and I was going flat out that day. She stayed on. I kept willing her on. Nearly at the downhill, nearly at the downhill. You know, 30 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go, and we hit that hill and just flew. A few of the others came down with us. Just epic. And here it is. So the downhill starts here, really, still a bit flat on the top. Where that car is ahead is where it really starts to turn down. And away we go. Nobody's coming past me. There's nothing behind. Nothing's going to catch me before the end. I'm going to run out of gears. Stay off the brakes. Hey. And we arrive in Blandford, ready for a cup of tea and maybe a bit of cake. Or a homemade flapjack at the very least. What's that Mercedes doing? Staying there? Oh right, okay, waited for the bike to come and then went. Jeez. Anyway, here we are in Blandford. Definitely deserve a cup of tea. Perfect. It has got busy all of a sudden. Sun's out, 11:30, cars everywhere. Right, okay, cafe legs uphill with a car behind me. Not ideal, but it's what we got. But I've only got to get to here. Right, what are you doing? You're indicating, but I don't know what you're doing. Actually, I'm gonna stay on the road, I think. A reasonably flat route back, a couple of little stingers and nothing too difficult, and then in amongst the traffic of Bournemouth again, but not for too long. I appear to have, going on here, yeah, I appear to have become one of a group, yeah, middle-aged to old men who have got time to ride their bike on a weekday. Yeah, chatting away to a few on the ferry there, a couple on the ferry, both retired. Going for a little pedal round Swanage, maybe Kingston, Corfe, bit of a loop. Right, what we got? Oh yeah, all clear. Let's go. Ooh. Yes, there's quite a few of us, it seems. Out on our bikes on a weekday. Right, Langton Long. I think after, well, what is it now, 6 months of retirement almost, I can say I'm getting the hang of it. And I would also say it is definitely something you should not pass up if you get the chance to take it. Whether you give up work or not, or cut down your days, whatever it is you choose to do, it takes a while to get used to it, but yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have a bit more focus with the losing weight, and you know, not just going on holiday all the time. We have got another one coming up, but let's not talk about that. I think it's quite nice. I've sort of got life planned out a little bit more, not too far in advance, but I have more focus on what I want to do on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis now. And when the weather's like this, where would I rather be? Come on, let's be honest. Now what I don't understand is, how can I be into the wind? Oh well. We'll turn in a minute, hopefully it'll be a bit better. There are some funny noises coming from the back of the bike actually. I don't know if hitting that cattle grid like that did do any damage. Definitely going to strip it down and have a look. But it feels solid. Nothing feels loose. But I will check it out. Right, plenty of room here, it just widens here. Perfect timing. Almost like we planned it. Right, nothing behind me at the minute. So I don't mind being out in the road a little bit here because there is a hidden entrance. That's better. This would actually make quite a good group ride loop. It's a little bit long, 60 miles I suppose. Might be able to shave something off of it, but it's mostly quiet roads. Only that bit at Milborne Port where just a mile or so where it's narrow with the passing places where a group might be a little bit hard to manage, but other than that, not a bad route. Still got the tree tunnel. I mean, you know, the leaves are changing colour, but we've still got the tree tunnel. Here we are, back in Wimborne. Anything coming? Nope. Back into civilization, you might say. Depends what you consider civilization, obviously. Well, I assume there's a pothole under there. There is. Oh, shut up. I'll go whichever way I like. Well, I just rode with Steve from Shapwick to Wimborne. That was nice. Chewed his ear off because I haven't had anybody to talk to. All right, so yeah, thank you for that, Steve. And yeah, nearly home. She's turning. That's good. Shock horror. Man dressed as roadie stops at red light. You'll notice I said dressed as. No, they're not going to go for it. Alright, there we go. They're going up. Oh, she's going round. She's not going up at all. Green. Nobody at the crossing. Okay, what's going on there? Okay, relax. You're gonna go? No, you're not gonna go. Okay. I wasn't gonna wave you across, but if you weren't ready, weren't confident, fair enough. It is a bit narrow through here. I'm not sure what they can do about it, to be honest. There is room at the side of the road, but as you can see here, it's not continuous. A bit narrow for a shared path, maybe. But you know, where can they go? I'm not really holding anyone up. I'll get off the road in a moment, onto the bike path. What's that car doing? Yeah, he'll be out of my way, that's no problem. There you go, curb. And the car is exactly where he would have been if I wasn't on the road, so nobody held up. Not so much chit chat today. Yeah, it was a hard ride for me today. I don't know if it's the deficit. Had a ridiculous deficit last week, 13,000 calories. But I did ride my bike 3 times. So I do think I'm lacking in energy, but I am managing, if you know what I mean, to keep going. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty drained, it has to be said. But then I'm coming back, aren't I? I'm still coming back. You know, I've got to get the miles back in the legs. Haven't done 100 miler since the Isle of Wight. Haven't done any miles really since the Isle of Wight. You know, got to give myself some credit. I'm out doing it, you know, 60 odd miles with, what was it, nearly 3,200 feet of climbing so far. It's not bad. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Just get out there, get it done, rest, eat, make sure you replace what's been taken, what you've used on the ride. Now I know that hazelnut brownie, well, Chaz reckons that's about 500 to 600 calories if it's 100 grams in weight, so there's a lot of calories gone in there. Most of it will be carbohydrate. There's a bit of protein in the nuts for sure, good, quite a lot of fat I would have thought, but mostly carbs. But of course I didn't sit there long enough for it to sink in, and coming out of Blandford, it's not easy. There is some ups and downs. It's not just a flat pedal where you can just work your way up to speed. So I think yeah, I think I might be a little bit depleted on this ride, even though I did have breakfast about 2 hours before I left. Had the flapjack, didn't I, at Wool, and of course the hazelnut brownie at Blandford, but it may not have made it to the system yet. Right, what's he doing? He's trying to squeeze past the car, which he can't, so do I try and go round? Can I get wide enough? You right there? Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Well, I'm getting on the bike lane anyway. I'm not going in the road, so. Which way is she going? She's going over there. I'm going over here. Okay, this is good. This is good. And there we go. Yeah, he had his window open, so he heard me shout. Eye contact in the mirror. Of course, I could easily have got through the dragon's teeth onto the grass if I'd needed to, so I'm okay with that. Maybe I should have been patient. Maybe not. Either way, it all worked out. Lorry did well there. Looked after me. Alright, what we got? Coming round? Yes, you are. Well done. Perfect. You know what? I surprised myself. I feel like, God, this is hard. I look down, I'm doing 21 mile an hour. Honestly, I am just rubbish at gauging things. I've got Juliitis as fast as I can all the time. Crazy. That said, it's quite easy along here because the cars pull you along. Right, let's get off the road. Lorry behind me. I don't want to hold him up over the bridge. Yeah, it can get complicated at this bridge. I don't want any part of that. It's ridiculous. You'd think they'd do something with that bridge. It's been like that for so long. And it's like the main road into the port at Poole. There's lorries going over it every day, constantly. And there is room to the side. Anyway. Here we go. Nice and quiet. Calm down. bum rest, up into Kinston, and home again. What we got? What we got? Is that a TUI or a Ryanair? It's a Ryanair. Oh, hello. Yeah, so this is about the time, 2 miles from home-ish. Sort of calm down, relax. Work my way through the traffic. No rush, I can't really go anywhere. And when I get home, I'll put the bike in the stand. I won't wash it down now. I usually do as soon as I get back, but because I'm going to take it apart and just check it, I'll put it in the stand, leave it there. I'll have a coffee, shower, get changed, you know, and then I'll have something to eat and work on the bike. And that will be my day. Alright, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? Because any car coming around here is going to stop them, but I won't have enough time to get across. So I'm going to go wide. Yeah, and then slide in. Yeah. Right, this car knows I'm here, so I'm going to get just next to them where they can see me. Okay, they haven't tried to push through, so I'm going to take the lane. This is like a 20-mile-an-hour road, really. Got parked cars. You've got exits at the side, crossings. Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, thank you for that. Letting me slip in like that.
I've seen you about you and you've gone.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, well, there you go. Another Ryanair. What we got? Are you going to go? No, not really. Space is a... It's a shame. There's a bit of a gap there, but they're all stuck, so they can't go through. So we will all go round. Last bit back into the wind somehow. Well, I suppose I am sort of going west at the minute, and it's nice actually. It's cooling. I think for a change I'm going to just go straight up Milborne. Oh, hello. Now, if he'd have had a passenger, I'd have turned off there and gone the other way. Ooh-wee. I'm going to make 3,200 feet. There it is. Whoo-wee! Long time since I've been up there. I remember why I go the other way now. The other way is steeper, but shorter and quieter. So there you go, another ride. 18, 19 on the flat, you know, like 5 uphill. Right, you coming this way? I thought you might be. Good news. Go on, off you go, off you go. Get off your phone, go on. Doing well. Right, what's that one? Helicopter. Skies are busy today. Oh, I'm going whatever. Right, the heart is staying high now. I'm definitely fatigued. It's not coming back down, so Yeah, I think I'm finishing just at the right time, which is good. It means I've pushed myself a little bit, getting used to those longer rides again, more miles in one go. I think a lot of it is due to calorie deficit. So I've stripped it all down, cleaned it all up. I can't find any problems, nothing's loose, and the chain's just in the heater at the minute, waxing. It all looks pretty good to me, so yeah, I think I got away with that one. And as you can see behind me, I've also put the washing out, so points in the bag. Anyway, thank you for joining me on that ride, and yeah, come and join me on the next one.